All right, what's up, everybody? Want to talk to you guys today about the new polymer frame Walthers, PDPs, that came out this past weekend for Tech Fest. So interesting thing about this particular setup is if you wanted this exact setup before, you would have to buy a 5-inch PDP, a 4-inch PDP, and then a Parker Mount Machine barrel and comp. And then you would also have to purchase the full send trigger, which is usually out of stock, and install it yourself. So like, it's exactly what I did with this one. Like, this one started life as a 5-inch PDP and a 4-inch PDP, and then I installed the barrel and comp as well as the full send trigger in here without adult supervision. This particular like Tech Fest gun comes exactly configured just like this. So obviously minus the light, the optic, and the Parker Mount Machine magwell. However, it does come with a Walther magwell that is a hair bigger than this one. It will come configured exactly like this with a 5-inch frame, 4-inch slide, Parker Mount Machine comp that's installed from the factory, as well as the Walther full send trigger, which is also installed from the factory. So pretty freaking cool setup. I've been shooting these comps from Parker Mount Machine on and off for probably, I don't even know, like, you could probably go back on my feed here and like look at back when I shot like comp 320s, which is probably 6-7 years ago, I would say. And they had the Parker Mount Machine comp, so like I'm very familiar with these things. They're very effective. Jared and those guys do a boatload of testing on these in regards to, you know, like port size, what they can get away with, what they can't get away with. They actually like test these things on a ransom rest, see how high the gun lifts. So they actually have like real data on these comps. So pretty cool thing there. The other thing that I do, by the way, to these is I replace the recoil spring and guide rod. I get a ZR Tactical guide rod and throw a 15-pound recoil spring in it, which just makes it even easier to shoot. But again, super effective comp, especially with like 115 grain, 124 grain ball ammo. I could totally see people's like setting like drill PRs with this thing, just because of how effective the comp is and how nice this trigger is. If you've never tried out one of these, Walther, I call it full send trigger, but if you've never tried out one of these, like, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Like, there's zero creep. You get to the wall and it just is very, very nice. It's hands down probably the best striker fire trigger I've ever felt out of the box. Am I biased? Yeah, but like that's truth. So if you guys are interested in these comped pistols, they're pretty freaking cool. And again, like, these things come from the factory exactly like this, and you don't have to buy 2 different guns, a barrel, a comp, or the trigger, right? It comes exactly like this, which is really neat. So if you guys dig these things, go check them out.